Over the last few years, I've spoken to hundreds of men, executive dads in their 40s who are already working out, but still haven't got their goals achieved them in terms of losing the belly fat, building muscle, having more energy left over for the kids, for the family after work. And this is what I've realized. Now, there's three patterns which I've seen from a mindset perspective, which allow men to get different results. And so these are the mindset shifts which I've adopted myself and also those of my clients. And the first one is taking ownership. If you've been watching these videos, you might see at the end, I always tell you, listen, nobody else is going to come and save you. Your kids aren't responsible. Your wife isn't responsible. Only you can chew your food. Only you can lift your weights. Only you can do your breath work for you, and so forth. So this is a big one because it's not blaming circumstances outside of yourself. Yes, there can be trips, as there can be holidays, there can be deadlines brought forward, but there's always something to be doing. Just like in business, preparing for scenario A, B, and C. If the same isn't done, like your business plan is there, but if you haven't got a health plan, how are you going to be performing, like a performance plan? Then guess what? The results aren't going to stay in the long run because they're going to be continued dips and troughs. So that's the first thing. So not blaming. That's the key. Not blaming external. Now, the second thing, what I've seen is being flexible. And it's removing the all or nothing mindset. So for example, it could be, you know what, instead of an hour of workout, I only have half an hour. So instead of that, I'm not going to do any workout. Well, guess what? How I think about it, if I only had half an hour to work out, I would cut out any isolation exercises and focus on multi-muscle movements. Instead of doing 3 sets for a full body workout, I'll do 2 sets, and that's what I'd be doing. So I'd still focus on what is going to, literally the 80-20, just do that a couple of times. What is actually going to make the biggest difference? So live scenario, I would focus on then, if I only had 3 movements, I would do a conventional deadlift, I would do a pull-up, and then also I'd do bench press, push-ups. Like literally, that's what I would do. So it's always being flexible with how you're showing up, and especially on the nutrition side as well, staying flexible. So creating more options for yourself, especially say it's the weekend, you're on Uber dad duty and you got nothing to eat for breakfast, and for lunch you don't know where you're going to be. Well, it's planning in advance the night before so that you don't have to scramble around for your breakfast. You don't need to scramble around and eat some burger and chips for lunch because you prepared something, or you've at least got a protein bar, or at least you've got a high protein snack. So it's all about being flexible and planning in advance and avoiding that all or nothing mindset. Now, the third thing, and this is key, and this takes a while, but not as quick, not as much time as you may think, because it's about being self-inspired. Now, this can happen very quickly because, especially with dropping body fat, dropping weight, you can start to see results literally within the first month, like visible results. In 3 to 4 months, you can easily, not easily, if you put in the work, I'll caveat that, I can see results on myself in 3 to 4 months if I put in the work. So do my clients. But you have to be committed to the goal. So self-inspired, this is critical instead of relying on motivation, because motivation is temporary. If we get motivated, yeah, it's January the 1st, I'm going to go to the gym, and then results aren't there. Next thing you know is February the 1st and gym membership just lies on the kitchen counter. Now, when you're self-inspired, what that does is you're building proof to show to yourself what you can do. And then that proof adds as more proof. Then you continue doing what you're doing. As long as you're getting results, then you will continue to do what you do. And then once you got your results, you'd never want to leave that feeling, because feeling energized, feeling strong, feeling athletic, wearing your favorite clothes, playing with your kids endlessly for hours, them get tiring out before you do. This is what we want, and that inspires yourself to continue at that momentum, keep that structure, keep that strong foundations, because this is what's going to keep you going for the next 40, 50 years. Now, this is what I do and I follow in the Fit Exec system. Remember, there's 3 parts to it. There's I'll just put fit exec system over here. You've got weekdays you need to plan for, weekends, and travel. If these aren't taken care of, then nothing else will work. These are the 3 elements I've seen from every man needs to figure out and put a plan in place. Without that, then the stubborn belly fat, the building the muscle, the energy is going to be temperamental. Now, if you would like to join a group of other men who've got similar goals, dropping the body fat, building the muscle, and also increasing the energy levels, then I invite you to join the waitlist for the next 14-day reset. This is specifically for executive dads in their 40s who are already training, but they've hit a plateau. Maybe you've regained the weight back from doing something in the past. Maybe you felt you've lost muscle mass by doing certain things. Maybe there's energy crashes, not feeling as good as you could. I invite you to join. And the key thing with this is what I found is that when you're in a group cohort, this is what men tell me, when you're in a group cohort with other peers, you can learn from others, and it's more of an experience then instead of doing it in silo. So you can click on the link below. Remember, you are CEO of your body. Nobody else is going to come and save you. You are in charge.